That set me off. And when she got up and started walking towards the stairs, I grabbed her shoulder. Oh, he touched her. And pointed at her,
You
saying she
assaulted the
is
girl?
disrespectful and a bad friend to my daughter. She insisted to leave her alone and turned her back on me, so I pulled her hijab off.
Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Love Week.
Happy Valentine's to all the lovebirds, but it don't have to necessarily be people who in relationships. It could
Happy
be
Galentine's.
exactly
Happy Galentine's.
no guy. Actually, you know what? Scrap that. I was going to say no guy does that, but there would be guys who do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're celebrating with your children, if you're celebrating with your co-workers, if you're celebrating with your friends, let's spread the love.
Spread the love. Spread the love.
Some people find this like the saddest time, and it's just like one damn day.
I get it. I once was there. I understand. But I think now, I reach a place where I spread, I'm single at the moment. So, kind of spread the love for myself around my girlies, family. And although I spread the love, I kind of forget about the day.
You kind of forget about it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay,
So on the day.
That's what I was going to say. I feel as though leading up, I'm like, okay, yeah, February 14th. And then when February 14th reaches, I'm like, you see all these balloons and you're like, oh yeah. Must be nice.
But it's not like a depression.
Yeah.
Season. It's called a
Same.
seasonal depression.
Same.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think there was a point in time where I was like, so nobody considering me, nobody giving me anything. And I was like, okay, get over your shit.
Yeah.
Get over your shit.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. You can treat yourself.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. It's been a year
But
already,
don't be
though.
sending yourself stuff so other people think you're sending yourself.
That is crazy, and I just thought you should know that is super duper delusional. That's not delusional. That's the wrong word. It's not delusional. That is super duper.
Sociopath
Yeah.
tendencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know who you're trying to get attention from.
Yeah.
Come on.
You could get yourself something, from yourself.
Yeah, but addressing the card secret admirer.
That's a cuckoo for cocoa puffs.
No.
What are some things you would do? I mean, we know what couples do. Majority of couples like on Valentine's Day. What would you suggest for single girlies who are in still in the phase of being seasonal depression? What do you advise them to do?
Okay, so first of all, I feel as though you need to be looking good. You need to be looking good. If you're not looking good, you're gonna be in a funk. So maybe do your nails, maybe do your hair, whatever, your vices, in a sense, because Sherain would love to do her hair, but somebody else would be like, okay, let me do my nails or a pedicure. It don't have to be something expensive and all. You could just treat yourself, but make sure at the end of the day you're looking good. Because if you're looking good, you're gonna feel good, right? And if it's just you that is single, find something to keep yourself occupied. I'm sure you have a hobby, do that hobby. And if it is that you are surrounded by friends who are also single, well, you should go out. And, now when you go out, don't be looking and watching what this person gets. It's not a competition.
You know, I think I'm glad you said it, but I think that is the issue. That's why a lot of people go into, I guess, seasonal depression on social media now. It plays a big part because it gives everybody a space to show what they get, or the cuckoos to show what they get.
Yeah.
And forgetting that social media isn't real. It isn't real. And
From time and time again, you keep seeing that, but people still caught up with the social media,
yeah.
like the appearances or whatever. So I feel like I was going to say, like, I feel as though, like, if your man or your partner don't give you something, you feel as though he don't love you, or he not showing you, whereas he might be doing something, acts of services or whatnot. So I don't know if, like, don't be trying to compete with people who get roses all the way down the hallway. That don't make sense.
Yeah, but a lot of comparison. There's a lot of comparison. And it kind of puts people in their own seasonal depression.
Yeah. Yeah, please. No, nobody say you can't feel sad,
Yeah.
but don't dwell on it.
On it, yeah.
Don't stay in that emotion. Don't do it.
Yeah. Your person will come.
Yeah, that's true.
Your person will come.
Yeah, so sidetrack from Valentine's. I am very irritated by Waze always sending you down lonely, strange roads. Like, I feel as though it should have like an option saying, do I want to risk my life, or do I want to reach faster? Like, I don't know, something. Because today I missed my turn off to go to work, and the office I was going to is kind of like in a remote area. And I was like, should I turn around? Nah, I feel like going the right way, but I just want confirmation I'm going the correct way. So I turn on Waze and I pull up the office, and they're like, yeah, next 10 minutes. But usually drive doesn't take 10 minutes. I was like, wait, boy, I don't reach so far. Let me just continue.
This is sounding scary.
When I started to see Kobo come in and just settle in the road, I was like, I started to feel so nervous and panicked. I was like, okay, all right, breathe. And this particular area is not the safest. They always warning me and tell me, don't go to other areas by yourself. Try to go with other people. Try to go with the crew. And here I am. I'm like, okay, now going in, I take a turn. I went straight for a while, then I turn right, and I turn left. But I knew it wasn't a straight road. So reversing out was not an option, because I was like, I can't remember how to get back. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to go with God. I'm going to go with God. When I reach, I reach a triangle. Left is Kobo. Right is Kobo. And I end up getting a call. So it disrupt the service, right? Now in the back, they have problems with service. So I answer the call, and the girl is talking to me about something I supposed to collect in the main office. And I'm like, here, what? I am in a lonely area. I cannot talk to you right now. She was like, oh, okay. When I come off my phone, you'd have to like
recalibrate.
Yes. So I'm there like, lock doors. I'm like, no cars, no houses. I'm just like, okay, it say turn right. So I turn right now. So I'm like, okay, drive. So I was like, should I drive fast? Should I drive slow? Because the road also bad. So I'm like, okay, it's saying 3 minutes at this point. So I'm like, Laurel, you're almost there. You're almost there, Laurel. You're almost there. Whew. When I started to see like something that I knew, I was like, Lord, I'm never doing this shit again. I'm going to stick to routes that I know. And if I don't know it, I'm going to turn back. But no, I'm turning on Waze to get the shortest route. Waze, you don't care about my safety? You don't care about me?
Funny you talk about that just today. I was talking to one of my friends about Waze because I had to go collect a dress, right?
Right.
So it was like you pass through housing development, and then you drive on, and in that area that you drive on to meet the next housing development, the place kind of like deserted with grass and dilapidated homes, and you have nobody on the road, nobody, just dismal, right?
Right.
So I was like, I called her back and I was like, you like sending my location, my live location,
Like,
right?
right.
So I sent it, and then when I was coming back, I was telling her that sometimes Waze, it will carry you through the shortest route,
The risk your life
but
routes.
it's the risk your life route, right? She's saying that she thinks that they actually trying to set you up, but when I really deep it, I'm like, no, Waze actually puts. Yes, they have notifications for accidents. Yes, they have notifications for if they there's like a car stop at the side of the road or something like that, like caution ahead. Even if it have work being done on the road, they don't really have anything for like hotspot areas.
Yeah.
So
Where this should, because if it is that people could enter when have police at the side of the road, we should be able to enter and say, okay, this is a hotspot. Pass at your own risk.
Don't pass at your own risk.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, because I had an incident where I was following Waze, like before I started driving. This would have been years ago. I don't know if you remember. And I was going somewhere, and first time driving, yeah, you traveled there before, but obviously sometimes when it is you're coming out of the area as a driver no, as somebody that was traveling, I only know the bus route. Yes, I would know when I'm leaving, but when you're leaving doesn't necessarily mean that the route you're taking as a driver, who's not supposed to be driving on the bus route, gonna be the same as when you're leaving, because
Right.
the road one way in this case, right? So I have to learn a new route. And when I reach in one of the areas, can you say shanty town? Looking like the place looking like shanty town. From the movies, I was
This
like,
was
I reverse.
in
I
the
reverse.
east?
Yes. I reverse. I went back out to civilization. I was like, where's you will recalibrate. I was telling her, like, you have to actually use your discernment when you're using Waze, and you have to you can't just follow your route. You have to look on the road properly, like pay attention to your surroundings. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to do it, but most times a lot of us use Waze and we just following the route.
Yeah.
We following the routes. We're not necessarily paying attention to.
Yeah.
Because you just want to make sure you
I have
don't
a
miss.
million stories with Waze just trying to put me on scenes.
Yeah.
But remember, a couple of years back, some guys who were coming from north, then they were going to somewhere south, and they decided to take Waze, and it sent them through the forest, and then the phone died.
Huh?
And then they were stranded for days.
Days.
Yes, and then it came up on news. Every time I see the guys be like, you was lost. I don't know, I'm so petty. But he was stranded for days. And I think their wives, if it's not wives or it's one wife, well, she was distraught because, that
You're
you're
thinking
thinking the
the
worst, yeah. But the car just shut down and we took them into the forest. Yeah. That was a story. Yeah, I'm sure they don't use Waze anymore.
And the battery die on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
We actually spoke about this yesterday.
Listen, if my phone is about to die, I'm not going down I'm going to an area that I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm guilty of not charging my phone and to seeing a cord connection here.
No, but I don't think it was like that yesterday. I think you just knew that it was
Okay,
Yeah, the two of us,
listen,
it was
listen.
you.
No, hear this, right? So this is gonna sound bad, but actually not gonna sound bad. Like once I know my son's safe,
You
I
good.
good. And he
Yeah.
was with me. So I
So
was
he was
like,
like, good.
phone die, okay, cool, whatever.
That's it.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
like, what emergency you gonna come out with? My son next to me, I good.
This week is a short week, guys. We're heading into. We actually have a submission this week. Y'all submitted a story, and the person wanted us to tell us that it is gonna be a long one. So they gave a little synopsis, and all the characters are fake names. So they named their own characters. Stacy, the so-called girlfriend of 4 years, Jack, the child father, Junior, the child,
I feel as though I need to write this down.
and then themselves, right?
Okay, so say it over.
Stacy is the girlfriend.
Right, Stacy.
Jack is the girlfriend's child father.
The girlfriend. Stacy, girlfriend. What?
It's Stacy, child father.
Okay.
Junior is Stacy, child,
Right.
and then a person, right?
Right. This is a guy writing.
Yeah,
I love when guys submit.
a guy writing. I am a successful / qualified 27-year-old who works very long hours as I have to fully support both my parents, myself, Stacy, and her child. I treat her well and I have
lot.
sent her on 2 trips so far. During year 1 of our relationship, I noticed Stacy had an old IG post up from the caption, Jack said Stacy is his favorite. I had to reach back to make sure Jack is the ex, right? Or they're following. 2 months into our relationship, she added a new post with the caption, he said I'll always be his favorite. I asked her to remove it because it was disrespectful to me by keeping posts up like that with her ex name in it. I saw her posting Jack wishing him happy birthday and on another occasion congratulating him when he got a new car. This is a bit much. That could have been sent in a text. Anyway, it didn't even need to be said. But I digress. This girl borrowed. I didn't tell you what I borrowed.
No, because I'm like just waiting for a what?
This girl borrowed my IG account. How you just borrow an IG account?
Alright, we borrowing IG. You want to borrow my IG?
What? And later on, I saw Jack's profile in my search history when I randomly went to search for a business page. At the end of year 1, Jack unfortunately passed away due to a police-involved shooting. All right. Police-involved shooting. He catch a stray?
No, I'm trying to think of everybody who in news I heard about. Anyway,
Moving on.
proceed.
I then found out he was the child. So you didn't know Jack. You didn't know all along who was the child's papi? I then found out he was the child's father. From year 2.
This is weird.
So is it that you thought this was... No, can't be. Because I kind of make a little synopsis, right? When I was reading all the characters, right? So Jack and Stacy was separated for approximately a year before Stacy and him got together. Oh, yeah. He didn't know this was a child father until year 3. Okay.
Until year 3 of being together?
Yeah, which...
I'm madness.
Real madness.
You never asked?
That is real madness. Yeah, that is madness. From year 2 to 4, I noticed Stacy constantly adding back the old post with the caption, Jack said Stacy is his favorite. Every time I confront her, she'll remove it but secretly add it back later on. Year 4 now, I randomly saw on the child's school bag that she labeled Jack's last name. So, what she was?
Probably carrying her
Her
name.
name. Okay. I questioned her and found out she told the teacher she changed his name on social media. Now that hold on. I questioned her and found out she told the teacher she changed his name and on social media bio now has a child with the new last name. Note, this was not done legally. She just started using the new last name. I'm shocked because I pay all the tuition and handle all the bills as she does not work. And I wasn't involved in this decision. 3 of my birthdays have passed. I never got a birthday post, a little congratulations or recognition of any achievements. I have done impactful projects across the Caribbean. Sold my car to get her out of problems. Bought her a new one. No congratulations for me as well. I now started seeing her child father as her wallpaper. Huh? As her wallpaper, and he is on her Facebook, TikTok, and
So why they didn't get back together?
I-
What was stopping them from being together?
well,
Because
if
clearly
if you
it was
really
each other's
check,
favorite.
if you check, she's still with this man, and even after he passed away. When I confront her about it, I'm labeled as crazy. I am also in the process of getting my first home. This week I told her let's call this off as I can't move into a new home with her while her child father is her wallpaper.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I fair. Like it's so, when you say it out loud, it sounds small, but when you really think about it, this is disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she needs time to mourn, and it's unfair to me to live in another man's shadow to constantly see her bring him back up. Am I wrong for feeling disrespected by all her actions? No, you're not. Am I wrong for ending this relationship? No.
I feel you should end the relationship like a long time ago, honestly, because if it is that he was her favorite, she was his favorite.
They should have stayed their favorite together.
Exactly. I don't know what it was. Is that because listen, I feel as though you need to write back, rewrite, not rewrite. Give us a little bit more information. Give a little bit updates, because I have some questions. Like how you could not know that was
Is it that she
child's
wasn't
father?
disclosing?
No, but even self, how old the child is? The child would have been like, okay, yeah, that's my dad. The child didn't know who my dad is, who the child dad is.
True.
Right? And then
And it seemed like they were active in each other's lives still.
exactly. For you to be posting up. First of all, I don't have that relationship, but I don't see anything wrong with posting up your son father for his birthday. But when you're posting up congratulations, that's where you're going a little. That could have been, like you said, done in a text message or whatever. Because some people have good co-parenting relationships where they're still cordial and they're still friendly and they would wish each other well and want to see the best for each other, right? But to be saying I'm your favorite, he's my favorite or whatever, it becomes very disrespectful. Like
It is point blank. It's just disrespectful.
I'm confused why they never got back together. Is it that they just couldn't communicate well, they couldn't work, or
Well, a lot of factors here. He's doing well for himself, and it seems
that's
like
another thing. Was she benefiting from him
was
and
her and the child father benefiting
that?
from him? Because what was I mean, I don't want to be fast. I really don't want to know. I don't want to know.
What do you want to know?
Gail, I don't even know if I want to know. I want to know.
I want to know what you do want to know. What it is. What it is you don't want to know.
I don't want to know what kind of police involved shooting it is. Is it that he was a passerby and he got astray, or is it that he was on a run? Is it that it was unjust shooting? Was it that they caught the wrong person, and the state owing the family money? Is it, or is it that they was just in their life,
Yeah.
right? But
But she's still in love even after that.
and there's no way you could compete with that, and it's not fair that you have to compete with that.
No, she probably saying you're crazy because
The
nothing
person
could
dead.
happen and the person dead. But it will still affect you.
Which I find is actually being what's the word for that? It's like you're trying to play with my mind. You're trying to make me out like if I'm crazy, gaslighting me for thinking like you know what you're doing, but you also know the other factors that the person are there. So you feel as though you're going to be able to. This is free grounds for me to be disrespectful.
And now all of a sudden changing the child name. Why the child wasn't carrying it? Too much holes in the story. I want to know more. I need to know more. Like why now?
Yeah. But you said you got out of the relationship because you say you're going to be looking at getting your first home and whatnot, and you're ready, so you don't want to
And he sold a car.
sold a
All
car.
the women out there. Sometimes y'all need to be held accountable for how you treat good men. Because, okay, yes, we get a one-sided story, but it seems as though he was doing everything for you.
Yeah.
You weren't working anywhere. He's taking care of you and your child. No
4
questions
years.
asked.
For 4
For
years.
years. And then he's saying he never got a thanks or any sort of feeling of like, what
Like-
what I'm looking for.
Like he's valued in the
Right.
relationship. Like
You make people men turn
Yeah.
and then you want to know how men acting like this. Well, some of them. Some. Right? He could turn out and be like, you know what? Fire burn all women and I not good through that.
there's some there's some women who believe that they don't have to get anything for the man. Like give them anything.
Yeah. I heard about that and I'm like, what?
Why?
Are we in different worlds?
Probably. I cannot wait for us to be able to expand a little bit, to have someone to sit down and share, because we, as much as we have separate different views on certain things, there are a lot of things that we still share the same view on, and I feel as though it's because we're friends.
Well,
And we kind of in the same circle basically, and
we share
similar mindset. So we would never be able to be like see from another perspective if it's just both of us. So soon we'll be able to open our forum a bit more so that we could have someone on here, a guest, to tell us their view on certain things, because that's not how I feel it. At least that one in particular, that is definitely not how I view being in a relationship. I don't think that they don't deserve a gift. Maybe on their birthday, you're not giving them a gift.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. What do you mean you're not giving them something on Valentine's?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I
I don't get it.
don't make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe how they were brought up. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. We're moving into the Reddit saga.
Yes. Am I the asshole for exposing myself to my mother-in-law? The truth of the matter is that I don't actually care if anyone thinks I'm an ass for what I did. Because it accomplished exactly what I wanted. I'm a 35-year-old female, and I have a very nosy mother-in-law who thinks she can walk into my house any time of day or night. Shortly after moving into my house, my mother-in-law rented the house next door and liked to sneak into our house late in the evening or in the middle of the night to hold our newborn.
What do you mean she's sneaking in? That means she's sneaking into all your room too?
She doesn't knock or ask, and now I have a baby who has her nights and days mixed up, and I'm up all hours of the night with the baby whenever my mother-in-law decides to stay home. I get that she thinks she's doing us a favor by taking the night shift with the baby, but she's actually waking up the baby to hold her. Yeah. So I was sitting on the couch bemoaning to the fact one evening to my husband that that's it. Anyway. So sorry, yeah. I was sitting on the couch bemoaning the fact one evening to my husband that his mother needed to learn boundaries. I joked around that it would be hilarious if she one day came in unannounced and walked in on us making out or something even worse. Right then, I heard footsteps outside the house and said, "Just watch. That's probably her right now." My hubby says to me, "Quick, take off your shirt." I comply. He whips off his own shirt, throws a big blanket around us so that it covers our pants, and wraps his arms around me in an embrace. When the front door pops open, we both shriek and pull the blanket up to cover ourselves. Her face was priceless. It took her a few moments for her brain to register what she was seeing. Then she twirled around, slammed the door shut behind her, and practically run down the stair. Since that day, she always calls first to make sure it's safe to come over.
Good.
I actually like that idea. I like that the fact that
he's the one who came up with the plan.
Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, let's do it now. Take off your shirt."
Because
I don't think anybody's going to think you're an ass. The only people who might think you're an ass is probably mother-in-laws who are like, "No, I want to be..."
Who feel entitled.
Yeah, I want to be there day and night. I think they are the only people who might be like, "What the hell?"
Get a life.
But I really like that he was like, because it have guys who are going to be like, "Oh gosh, she lonely," and make excuses for the mother and be like, "Oh God, understand her now."
No.
And it's just a baby, and it's a long time she didn't hold a baby, and
No.
he was like, "Here, I'm gonna take off your shirt and let's do this."
Get her a doll.
But what's up with her getting the house close by? That's kind of
creepy.
She just wanted to be close to you guys, because it doesn't seem as though it is necessarily him. It's them and the baby. I hope she's not losing her mind. Because it's kind of weird. Like, why you coming in middle of the night?
Yeah,
you don't need to sleep.
How is she getting in the house though? They gave her key?
Climbing through a window. You'll need to up your security. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine mom's coming through the
fact
window.
That she could get
and the security alarm going off mom's in the window. So
yeah. Come on.
Behave. So I have an Am I the Asshole this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little lengthy, but I will read it out quickly. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my sister with her children and telling her she chose her shitty life, so now she has to deal with it? That is mean. When my sister, 26 female, and I, 24 female, were kids, we hated each other. My sister was very hard to get along with, and she never had any friends as a result of this. She's the type of person who always thinks she's right and can never apologize or admit when she's wrong. As an adult, she still has no friends. She decided to drink the trad wife Kool-Aid. She met her husband in college, got pregnant, and dropped out. They have 4 children under the age of 8 together, and the youngest of a quadriplegic due to spinal damage and a birth defect. I just finished law school and I started my career. My husband already has an established career and we're dinks. Anyway, we don't intend on having children. My sister has historically talked down to us at family events. She says we don't even understand what we're missing out on. We'll never know what true and unconditional love is, etc. Very condescending as well. Lately, her and her husband have been fighting. Apparently, per my mother, he has never let her access his income. He gives her cash for groceries. The bills and stuff have always been in his name. Apparently, he's been cheating too. My sister has asked me to watch her kids on the weekends so she can save up money to be able to evaluate her options, aka leave her husband. When she came to me and asked this, I asked her, but isn't being a traditional wife you're calling? Oh.
She's so petty.
You've told us this several times. You must have forgotten, but traditional wives aren't supposed to work. I kind of laughed at how she explained that maybe being a trad wife isn't for her after all. Eventually, I just shut her down and told her that she picked this life. The life she has always insisted is so superior to mine. Time to learn to deal with the problems that come with it. My parents can't watch her children because dad is at work on an oil pipeline. And mom is too old to be working the hours she's already working. Our other relatives don't live close enough to do it. She also asked my parents to move in with them, and my dad shut it down. He can't really stand her kids. Am I the asshole?
Oh, this is bad.
You see, that's the thing when you try to project your stuff on people. Some people may not forget. What you should have done is live your life and let somebody else live theirs.
Right. So, I totally agree with that. So, like, I feel as though a lot of people who have kids, sometimes, especially after they pass a certain age, whatever, and they see people who are the same age as them, they're like, so you're not going to have kids? When you're going to get married? Things like that, right? And yes, you are happy in your situation, and they too can be happy in their situation. You can't now be like, okay, well, you will find happiness when you make a kid. Like, come on. That is not their sense of happiness. They may choose not to have any kids at all, or may choose not to get married. So I feel as though that should never be a mindset. Like, I feel as though at a point in time I was like, I think I used to be talking about like having kids, and like, yeah, that's a big, like something to in your life, like I don't want to say accomplishment necessarily, but to me, you see when the part where she said unconditional love. However, I don't necessarily think that's the only way that you can get unconditional love, right? So my mindset has changed completely from that. So I would never look at somebody and be like, oh my God, so you're not going to have kids? Oh my God, big judgment. Unfortunately, your sister does not want to forgive you for that, because especially if you do years and years and years of putting somebody down, making them feel bad, it's hard for them to come back from that and feel
especially now when you need the help,
slightly sorry for you. So I kind of feeling sorry for her, because she now realized, wait now, this perfect life that I had planned out in my head is not,
not
so
so
perfect. And that's why you can't go around judging and pointing fingers at anybody.
people, yeah.
Because everybody wants to be like, oh my God, look at her. Look at what she's doing.
Yeah.
Look at who she's with. Like you can't be doing that. You don't know how you have no idea how your life is going to turn out. And look at you now.
Yep.
Your husband's been cheating. You want to get a divorce. You have these 4 kids under the age of 8. That's madness.
But
And
that would mean that the other things, like him not giving her access to income and whatnot, and basically holding money from her, if you look at it in a big way, because he would give her like I'm thinking exact cash for groceries and stuff. She's been going through this for however long, and while she was going through that, she was still looking down on you, who have control of your finances, who able to do whatever you want.
the thing about it is a lot of people are manipulated into these situations where they actually feel like, oh my God, this is so perfect. You know, yes, he's providing all, and I may not need anything, but really and truly, he was withholding. So now your eyes open out, and it's like, wait now, yes, he would be like, oh, you want this? Okay, you can get it. But really and truly, you don't have that control. You don't have any control.
You don't have any control. That's sad.
Yeah.
So
And nobody wants to be in a situation and I'd be like, excuse me, husband, could you give me this? I feel as though, like, okay, if I was in a situation like that, I would rather he give me than I having to come and be like, because I probably would never ask. Because if I have to, like, yeah, that's why that situation is not for me.
Same. I don't know that life. And even I think, like, even if you ever wondered, like,
Dear
even
husband, that's how I feel it is in my head. Dear husband.
please, I'm feeling like I had to clean your shoes, spit and shiny shoes
Yeah,
together.
and then curtsy.
I'll vomit before I ever do that. I will mop the freaking ocean.
Yeah, like.
Before I ever do that. No. Woo!
Mop the ocean, yes?
What you have again?
Am I the asshole for taking off my daughter's friend's hijab after she was disrespectful? Let's see. Let's think about what you just said. It was very fucking disrespectful. Hello, I am a 58-year-old male. Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. I had to take out the fucking, and now you're a fucking asshole. And I have a daughter named Aubrey who's 19. Last night, she had a sleepover with her best friend, Asma, 18. I had cooked dinner with rice, pork chops, and vegetables with some other sides. When I called Aubrey and Asma into the kitchen to eat, Aubrey filled her plate with food and Asma put a few things on her plate and avoided my pork chops. Obviously, you little prick. I asked her why she wouldn't take a pork chop.
No.
She explained she couldn't eat it, and I asked why. She said due to her religion. I told her it's fine to eat and that if she's not allergic, it's fine. No, you little asshole. She kept refusing to take it and saying she couldn't eat pork chops. I told her I worked hard to make them and I cooked food for all of us and that she was being ungrateful. She went silent and apologized, and I told her if she couldn't abide by my rules, then she should leave.
What rules?
She said, fine, I will. I bet they discussed it anyway. That set me off, and when she got up and started walking towards the stairs, I grabbed her shoulder. Oh, you touched her. And pointed at her, saying she is disrespectful and a bad friend to my daughter. She insisted to leave her alone and turned her back on me, so I pulled her hijab off and threw it behind me and kept scolding her. She began crying and ran upstairs, covering her hair. You need to be arrested.
You're a fucking cunt. You're not even an asshole, you're a cunt.
I feel
You're a mother's.
I don't feel as though this have anything to do with her with the pork chops. I feel as though he had something against her from
religion.
before.
He made the
and
pork
this
chops.
was the opportunity.
He made the pork chops intentionally so that he could have a reason to start an argument, because her not taking the pork chops that had nothing to do with it. When she said she doesn't eat it, that's like telling somebody they don't like something and then they're trying to force you to eat it.
Exactly.
You have no respect for her, and if it is you didn't want the person in your house, don't allow your daughter to bring her friend that you don't respect in your house, because now she had to stand up for herself in your place, that she is like, she already in an area that she at a disadvantage because this is your space. You didn't even make her feel safe, so why allow your daughter to have a sleepover with somebody you don't like, and based on her religion? Because that's what's given. It's given you just don't like her religion.
That is itself. That's it. It have no other reason, because the child was not disrespectful. And I say child because she is, how much years? You are 58.
Younger than you.
And she's 18, right?
You're an ass.
For you to disrespect her, I find that it don't even make sense. The girl simply said, okay, this is why I can't eat it. I don't want it. It's fine. I will eat everything else. Then she explained, it's my religion. You were supposed to say, okay, understood. Even because some people are not aware of other people's religions, and okay, fair enough, you didn't know. But the fact that you telling her it's fine and she says it's against her religion, you don't have no respect for her.
No respect for her.
Respect for her and what she believes in. He used this as an opportunity
to
get at her. And I'm going to tell you, they're coming fair.
Yeah.
They're coming, whether it's her family or the authorities, because ripping off a Muslim woman hijab,
it's like rape.
Thank you. Well, it's like Essie. Yeah. So, and she had no choice. She was about to leave and now she had to run up the stairs because now she needs to cover herself. Because she's like, what just happened? What you just... Come on, man. She don't want to go outside. So now she's trapped inside your house until she gets something.
And you have the audacity to curl your fingers to type that into Reddit. Anyway, guys, we have reached the end of today's episode. Although that last story was really, really upsetting, and you should be arrested. And
throw away the keys.
Throw away the keys.
Your daughter's probably embarrassed.
And now she's gonna be doubly embarrassed that you actually put that online. Have some self-respect. Anyway, guys, happy Love Week. Catch y'all next week. Valentine is coming. Valentine is coming.
Is this song you like to sing?
Oh, true.
Yeah. Oh God, we'll see you.